The Cleveland Browns are once again at the center of a quarterback storm, and this time, the drama feels heavier than ever. Head coach Kevin Stefanski has been under fire for weeks. Criticized for his handling of the offense, his reliance on veteran Joe Flacco, and his inability to stabilize a quarterback room that looks more chaotic with every passing Sunday. But now, the focus has shifted to two rookies, Shadur and Dillon Gabriel. Both have been told to stay ready at a moment's notice, and based on how things are trending, one of them could be under center sooner than anyone expected. Stefanski has made it clear in press conferences and behind the scenes that the rookies are being prepared meticulously. Whether it's in film study, individual drills, or side work during practices, Sanders and Gabriel are being groomed for the possibility that their names could be called. The message has been consistent when your number comes up. Be ready, and given the state of the Browns' offense, that call might come very soon. Joe Flacco, once a symbol of veteran poise, is now struggling mightily. Against the Ravens, he looked immobile, disconnected, and overwhelmed. He admitted as much after the game, acknowledging misreads, poor decisions, and missed opportunities that proved fatal. Flacco has always been candid, and in this case, he didn't hide from the truth. His performance isn't cutting it. He knows his role with the Browns may be nearing its end, and while he insists he'll be ready if called upon again, the writing on the wall suggests otherwise. Stefanski himself didn't sugarcoat Flacco's performance either. He bluntly pointed out that the quarterback missed key chances to execute and failed to capitalize on opportunities that the offense desperately needed. It was as much of a public rebuke as you'll ever hear from Stefanski, and it underscored just how close the Browns are to a quarterback change. The problem, however, is that any move now comes with massive risk. If Stefanski turns to Dillon Gabriel in Week 3 and the rookie struggles badly, the team can't simply backtrack to Flacco without losing the locker room. Players know instability when they see it, and nothing fractures trust in leadership faster than indecisiveness at the quarterback position. Analysts have warned that if Stefanski rushes into starting Gabriel or Sanders without fully preparing them, the Browns could be staring down an 0-17 season and a complete collapse of the coaching staff's credibility. That's why the timing feels so delicate. It's early in the season, but the margins are razor thin. Stefanski is trying to walk the tightrope between giving his rookies a chance to shine and protecting them from an offensive system that doesn't seem designed to support anyone right now. Ken Carman, a Browns insider, has been especially critical of the offensive setup. He argued that no matter who starts, Flacco, Sanders, or Gabriel, the scheme itself is so broken that success is unlikely. In his view, inserting a rookie into a failing system could actually do long-term damage to their confidence. It's not about whether Sanders or Gabriel has the talent. It's about whether the Browns can put them in a position to succeed. Right now, Carman believes the answer is no. Mary Kay Cabot has echoed those concerns, pointing specifically to the disastrous decision to run a four-way quarterback competition during training camp. Instead of establishing chemistry with one signal caller and giving the team stability, Stefanski and GM Andrew Berry stretched their resources thin. The result has been an offense with no rhythm, no identity, and no leader. According to Cabot, this mistake has already cost the Browns dearly, and if they don't fix it soon, it could also cost Stefanski and Berry their jobs. That instability is one of the reasons Shedeur Sanders is reportedly eyeing a way out of Cleveland. Sources have linked him to the Miami Dolphins as a potential destination, a place where he might find a more stable system and a chance to grow without being thrown into chaos. For Sanders, Hugh has remained professional and patient despite Stefanski's early reluctance to give him a chance. The temptation to move on is real. Staying in Cleveland could mean wasted years in a broken offense. Moving to a contender like Miami could give him the opportunity to learn behind an established starter while still preparing to take the team set reins one day. Dillon Gabriel, meanwhile, has handled the uncertainty with equal maturity. He told reporters that both he and Sanders have been instructed to stay ready for any opportunity. Every rep, every practice, every film session is being treated like preparation for the moment when one of them will finally get the nod. Gabriel has embraced the challenge, but he knows as well as anyone that the system around him may not be ready to support a young quarterback's development. The looming decision for Stefanski is monumental. Stick with Flacco, and the offense likely continues to sputter, wasting the efforts of a defense that has kept the team competitive despite terrible offensive production. Roll with Sanders or Gabriel, and the team risks implosion if the rookies falter in an unprepared system. Either way, the scrutiny is only intensifying. Every passing week without improvement brings Stefanski closer to the hot seat. The frustration isn't confined to analysts and insiders. Fans are fed up too. Many are calling for sweeping changes, not just at quarterback, but across the offensive coaching staff. The feeling is that the Browns have been gifted enough defensive talent to compete, but are watching it all go to waste because of incompetence. On the offensive side of the ball, for Shadur Sanders, the situation may already be beyond repair. Despite Stefanski's late attempts to fold him into the starting conversation, the damage may have been done. By initially questioning Sanders' readiness and leaning on Flacco instead, Stefanski created tension and doubt. Now, even if Sanders gets the start, the instability may be too much to overcome. That's why the trade whispers to Miami feel louder with every passing day. If Sanders leaves, the Browns will have lost yet another young quarterback prospect in a long line of mismanaged signal callers. The franchise that has cycled through quarterbacks for decades could be watching another slip through its fingers. This time not because of a lack of talent, but because of poor leadership and organizational chaos. And that's the real tragedy here. Sanders has the tools. Gabriel has the fire. Both rookies could be valuable assets for the Browns' future. But instead of being nurtured in a stable environment, they're being thrown into uncertainty. Every decision Stefanski makes from this point forward could determine not only the trajectory of these players' careers, but also the direction of the entire franchise. So, here's the question Browns fans are wrestling with. Is this truly about who starts at quarterback? Or is the deeper problem Stefanski's offensive system? Could Sanders or Gabriel realistically thrive under these conditions? Or are they being set up to fail before they even get started? Is it time for the Browns to commit to one quarterback and build consistency? Or is the chaos too deeply rooted for any single change to make a difference? The answers will come in the weeks ahead, but one thing is certain: the Browns are at a breaking point. Their season, their coaching staff, and their future may hinge on the decisions Stefanski makes about his quarterbacks. Whether it's Flacco, Sanders, or Gabriel under center, the Browns can't afford to keep stumbling. The time for excuses is over. This is a pivotal moment, and the consequences will echo long beyond this season.